Hello and good evening, Virgos. How are you guys doing? This is Sunana, and I'm back once again into recording an update for the love sign of another zodiac, and that is the sign of Virgo for the month of January 2019. Okay, now before I proceed to the cards, I've got my clarifiers ready here, I've got my cards in here. But definitely, before I proceed forward, I'm going to let you know, guys, with regards to your general tendency that you would be having for your love life in the month or in the year 2019 going forward. But again, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. But at the same time, I'm going to give you, like I always do, just an outline of your love life for the year, and then we will proceed into the card for the month of January 2019. I've got them all laid out in here. All right, now let's look into your 2019 love area, guys. Okay, what does the 2019 love area says here? Now, the love in your social life, it's really haven't changed much over the previous years, okay? And that's because Neptune has been in your seventh house for some time now and will be there for many more years to come. So, which means that your love life is becoming more and more spiritualized, okay? And this is what I had said. I guess I had said this quite some time back when I had done the reading for Virgos, if I remember correctly, for their yearly reading, that you guys are going to become more and more spiritual as far as your love area is concerned. Okay, so take that into account for sure, but at the same time, this is happening because of your influence of Neptune in your sign, in your love sign. Okay, now it's becoming more spiritualized, it's becoming more idealistic, and this is going to be an ongoing process for the Virgos. Okay, in the year 2019. Now, the transit of a planet like Neptune, please remember, it's not really an event, but it's a process. Okay, so it doesn't kind of happen overnight to throw things out, to bring new things into your life. That's not what it is. But at the same time, it is definitely a process that continues over a period of time. And that's how Neptune moves from one place to another. And it's a long series of events with certain goals in mind that Neptune influences when the transit happens. But it's a process, okay? So Virgos are going through that process, and therefore you have to keep this in mind that this will be an ongoing process for you in the year 2019 as well, okay? Now, therefore, Virgos, you guys, you all are going to be attracting spiritual type people into your social life, into your social sphere. Okay, and in fact, please remember that these connections will be a big part of your spiritual growth, the kind of company that you will attract in the year 2019 towards your love area as well. Okay. Now, if you find somebody very attractive who is going to be your opposite sex, that particular attraction will not manifest just on physical desire, Virgos. It will manifest because of the spiritual connection for you, which is going to play a very big and a very important role in the year 2019. Okay, so for you, love will be all about spiritual seminars, lectures, charity events, or events put on, by organizations, charitable organizations, where you will want to meet or you will feel the need to meet people who are on your spiritual wavelength. So everything about you guys are changing, as I said, because of Neptune in your love house, who is bringing that process forward to you. But it's a process that you are going through, okay? Now, for those Virgos who are already in a relationship, okay, in a romantic relationship or in a marriage, in a situation with your partner, your challenge will be in 2019 would be to balance your home and family interest along with your love interest. So you will have a lot of things to balance, guys. Okay, please remember that. That's because your current love or your spouse is not in sync with your interest. Okay, so both of you guys are kind of in a different energy at this point in time in 2019, and this is going to continue for the year where your kind of wavelength is not matching really or not gelling with your partner in love. Okay, that's going to be your challenge. Now, that is the reason, you guys Virgos, you all will need to work really hard to make that wavelength connection, okay, or to connect to each other spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever. Okay, there is going to be a lot of work that's going to be needed from your side. Okay, also there will be kinds of relationships about your current love that will not sit well with your family or with the family, especially from your parents' side. If you guys have somebody in your life, um, your parents might not approve of that person. So those kind of situations could also evolve um, for Virgos. Okay, and this will be true. Um, or more or less true for the single Virgos. Okay, the family seems to play an important role in your life as far as your love area is concerned for the year 2019, and they definitely will have a problem to approve of those of the people that you will be dating in this particular year 2019. Okay, also, there will be family ties and responsibilities for Virgos, which will be distracting you from your social life as well. Okay, but again, please remember this particular phase will pass off by the end of the year. But in the meantime, all these 12 months for you to go through this process will definitely bring in some challenges, Virgo. Okay. So for this particular reading, I'm giving you so much of information, and as we go along the next couple of months reading, I'll definitely try to input more information with regards to your love area as well. Okay. Now again, this month 2019, January 2019, your significant other has got 3 cards, and I'm going to go through each one of them as we go into the details. But the first 2 cards are in the reverse, which is telling me that your significant other is not even participating in your love area at this point, or is not being concerned about your love interest in their life, trying concerned in the sense that they are not ignoring you or they are not putting you off. That's not what I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is that they are not even attempting to cut away anything that is perhaps not agreeing. They're kind of ignoring the love situation for you, significant other. That's the right word. They're kind of ignoring your love concerns, your love situations for Virgo. They are kind of in a different frame of mind at this point in time, where they are not even worried to see where their love life is going or what is going to happen, what they need to keep in that love relationship, what they don't need to keep in that love relationship. They're not basically working on that area at this point in time in the month of January. And that is because, again, as I said, they are unable to adapt to this mental situation of love at this point in time. Okay, they are not giving that love area of their life with the Virgos too much of importance, at least in the month of January 2019. Okay, so it's kind of a disbalance with your significant other as far as your love is concerned in the month of January, where this person is sitting in a totally different energy at this point in time, but at the same time, what they are focusing on is to bring back other kinds of happiness in their love area or in their life, not even in the love area, in their life, okay? Because I think their focus is more towards emotional stability, more towards building their wealth, okay, more towards their own fulfillment before they even jump into the love area. Okay, so they are more concentrated upon what's going to make them happy rather than what's going to make both of you happy or what's going to make you happy, Virgos. Okay, so they are more focused upon their own demands in life at this point in time, and that is the reason they are not even accepting or adapting to any kind of love situations emotionally, physically, mentally with you at this point in time in the month of January 2019. And that is because, again, internally or externally, somewhere in their life for the significant other, there is a kind of a conflict situation. So their focus is more towards resolving this issue than resolving any issue about love, at least in the month of January 2019. Okay, so that is the reason they are more focused upon their own wisdom to bring back that own harmony or stability of their emotions into their life first before they even think about love or they think about any other areas of love interest in their life in the month of January. That's because of this conflict situation. That could be an external conflict or an internal conflict that they are fighting at this point in time. Now, as a result of it, what's happening to the Virgos themselves is they are definitely into an hermit mode at this point, doing some soul searching for themselves, trying to figure out a best possible solution to avoid this issue, to bring back that love in their life, because they definitely are seeking for love as I'm talking to the Virgos right now, but they're not being able to gather their wisdom to bring it back. So they are definitely doing some soul searching. They are going down into their soul. They are touching the root of their emotions to figure out what it is that they can do to change the situation in their love area in the month of January 2019. Okay, and bring back that love offering into their life for this period of time, which is supposedly not here, and the person knows, the Virgo knows about it. Okay, so the Virgos in their own way are definitely trying to manifest that love in their life, okay, that spiritual love, be it spiritual love, because of the process I told you that's happening in your Neptune, in your seventh house of love, the transit that's going through, which is, putting you across these energies of soul searching, which is also a kind of spiritual action at your end to bring back, I would say, the spiritual love back into your life, which at this point in time doesn't seem to be there. Okay, so that's Virgos themselves. Now, the energy that's crossing both of you guys At this point in time, the energy that's crossing both of you guys is definitely the Nine of Sword energy, which is again the restlessness, okay? Not being able to understand how to put an end to the situation, how to kill this kind of a conflict, how to bring back that peace and tranquility in your life. That's what you guys are working upon in your crossing energy for the two of you, because at this point in time you definitely have a lot of issues, internal external issues that you guys are dealing with, which is definitely not giving you a complete sense of freedom and acceptance towards your love area. Okay, so that is the crossing energy for you, and this you are doing is to bring back the sun back into your life. Okay, definitely you guys are working towards it, and this is not just one person. This is the significant other and the Virgo himself or the her or herself. Both of you guys are definitely having that nightmare and the worry, the tension, anxiety, but you guys are fighting towards it, and you all are fighting to bring back the sun, the warmth, the love in your life from the universe as well. Okay, so that's a good energy that you guys are working upon for sure, but at the same time, like I said, everything is going to take some time because everything is a process for you guys. Okay, definitely it's a process. You definitely have to bear with this process. You will have to take this process into consideration. Okay, and that is the reason this is happening. But again, bear with it, guys. Okay, bear with it, please. Now, as far as your foundation energy is concerned, you definitely you are doubting, both of you guys, you'll are doubting yourselves, you'll are doubting your capabilities. Okay, you'll have everything within your reach, definitely, but at the same time you'll are doubting the fact of reaching that area of love and warmth. You'll don't know, you'll are doubting one another's capabilities and kind of misjudging yourself and the other person in your love area, not knowing as to how you guys should make that attempt to proceed towards bringing back the harmony and stability in your love life in the month of January 2019. And this is your foundation energy, guys, for which you definitely are using the double-edged sword of wisdom to cut through the brutalities of life, to cut through things, to cut through the conflict, to cut through all kinds of other dramas in your life that is halting your progress and process in your love relationship. Okay, so the foundation card is that's what is telling me in the month of January. That's what you guys are doing in order to bring back the harmony and stability of your love into yourself in the area of your in the area in January 2019. And basically, like I said, the Virgos are depending more on the spiritual love rather than on any other kind of love, at least in the year 2019. Now, in the past energy, the Virgos had definitely had the chance to turn their wheel of fortune towards their love area, but they did not. They had halted that for whatever reason. Okay, they did not turn the wheel of fortune in the right way, and that kind of halted their love situation in many respects, halting the process of bringing back the love in their life. But this is the past energy. Okay, so therefore something had happened in the past which the Virgos know about, okay, and probably somewhere they repent about their decisions that they had taken in the past towards their love relationship. That not only stopped their wheel of fortune, but also stopped the love in the process. Okay, but that's the past energy of the Virgos. Now, the present energy of the Virgos, guys, in this period of time, in the month of January 2019, Let's see here. It is basically telling me, this is a card in reverse. It's basically telling me that the Virgos themselves in the present energy are more focused on judging their love relationship based on their wealth and material values. Okay? So that's what they're doing. Without, I mean, wealth, they are gathering their wealth, or they're trying to judge their wealth without any kind of self confidence and determination, too. Okay? It's in their energy that in the present the Virgos are kind of hoarding stuff in their self, okay, but that stuff is based upon material pleasures more so than anything else. So they are taking the material wealth in the physical aspect that they are trying to collect more than moving towards building the love relationship at this point in time. Their focus is towards this aspect of their life in the month of January 2019, which is what they're moving towards more rather than their love at this point in time. Okay, the wealthy part, the wealth, okay, is attracting them more in their physical self in the 3D in the present energy in January 2019, rather than focusing on the love issue as to what they can do to bring back or to gather back that harmony in their love life. That's not what they are rushing for. They're rushing for a different reason at this point in time. Again, going forward, in the month end, towards the end of January, beginning of February, the Virgos are definitely going to put an end to whatever was not fulfilling them. Okay, now that could be dramas that can involve family dramas, or that, like I said, the singles who are being opposed by their parents in regards to their choice that they have made in their romantic life, or any other kind of personal, physical, emotional issues that was not agreeing with them. They are definitely going to kill that energy towards the end of the month or beginning of February 2019, and that will be their future energy for the Virgos going forward, which is what they are doing, but not with enough spiritual wisdom in themselves. Okay, again, as I said, this is going to be a process. Okay, this is definitely going to be a process. So they're not going to be cutting through any brutalities. They're not going to be telling people off. They're not going to be fighting about anything. They're not really going to use their spiritual wisdom so much to put an end to this kind of an energy during the end of the month and beginning of next month. Okay, but at the same time, they are definitely not going to keep certain things that is not agreeing with them at this point in time, at least in the month of January 2019. Okay, now in their environment, the Virgos are definitely putting up with a lot of secret, but at the same time, even though they have secrets, their intuition is also kind of opening up in their environment. They are being able to hear voices. Now, that voice could be their inner voice or the voice from the universe, with regards to their decisions, with regards to the amendments that they have to make in their life, with regards to their energy, the right or the wrong, whatever the spiritual wisdom is going to be guiding them in the month of January in their environment, guys. Okay, and that is again why they are doing soul searching even in their environment as well. Okay, they are not sitting quietly. They are definitely making decisions internally. They are going down to the deep of their problem, the root areas of their problem in their higher self, as well as in their environment too, to bring about a resolution in this love area of their life. Okay, so that's what their environment they're definitely working towards. Now, their hope and fear definitely is that they are hoping and fearing that whatever is not giving them happiness at this point in time in regards to their love, that they should be able to bring that energy back in the right way by working really hard by themselves. Like I said, this is a process of the planet of Neptune. So, lot of effort from the Virgos will be required to bring about that stability back in their romantic life in the month of January and even going forward. And that is their hope and that is their fear, that they should be able to perform that extra load of work to bring back the joy and happiness into their life, the celebration, the harmony, the manifestation of the joy in their life, just not in their life, in their romantic life, but even in their social life, where they can mix and match their emotions together to complete the process of being in love. Okay, so that's what they're hoping, they're praying, and it's their wish that they should be able to manifest the right energy to bring it back towards their love situation once again. Now, what does my spirit, my guide, my angels have as an outcome for the Virgos in the month of January? We have two cards here. We have the Emperor and we definitely have the Ten of Spears. Now, if you see the two cards here, guys, let me put these two cards here. The Emperor is all about justice. The Emperor is all about honesty, is all about clarity. What is telling me, what these two cards are telling me is that my spirits are telling the Virgos is to be justful in their love life, okay? That they shouldn't force things to happen. They should take every decision, every approach towards their love life in the right possible way without toppling anybody out of their life or without rocking too many boats at the same time, okay? They should be able to manifest the right energy towards their love area in the month of January in the more stable way, using their justice, honesty, clarity, and their wisdom. All the things from the universe, the fire, the earth, the water, all the energy that people have in themselves. And that is what the emperor is all about. It's all about justice in the right way. Okay, so that is the action that should be initiated by the Virgos in the month of January as an outcome to their love situation, without trying to depend on other people's approval on their decisions. Okay, nobody should be able to tell them that this is good and this is bad, and that's when they would be able to take that good and bad and take a decision that's not required. They have enough confidence in themselves to know what is good for them and what is not good for them, to know what is right for them, to know what is not right for them in the month of January. So, therefore, it is not important for the Virgos anymore to get approval from somebody else to do and manifest the right result in their love situation for the month of January 2019, to bring back the joy and victory in their love area once again. Okay, so they have to work really hard, guys. You guys have to work really hard in the month of January at least, because that's where your complete story turns around. You definitely will have to manifest the right result in your life to bring back the right attitude in your love life, guys. Okay, Now, my love angels, even before I could shuffle my deck, has just come rolling out in front of me, and I'm going to take these two cards, okay? Unrequited love, guys, for the Virgos. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, okay? Again, you guys need to work really, really very hard to bring back that love in your life. And the second card, it says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So again, Virgos, you guys need to be flexible in this process of love, in this time of your love situation that demands you to keep an open mind. And that's a demand not from anybody, but it's coming from the universe, okay? So keep that in your mind to bring back that harmony and stability, because at least now in the month of January, you guys definitely don't have the universe or the blessings towards your love area. So you definitely have no chemistry at this point in time. And that's the reason Virgos will have to work really hard to bring back this balance once again in your life, but definitely keep an open mind towards this progress. Okay? Finances and career. As I said, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And that is what you guys are rushing forward. As I said, in your present energy, you guys are concentrating more towards your financial aspect rather than your romantic life. In the month of January, that's kind of coming in the way of your love relationship, where you're definitely not being able to balance. And if you do not balance it right, at this point in time, there is every chance that you're going to tear your love situation and rip it apart. Okay? You definitely will bring about a war in your love situation that you probably had done once before in the past, where you had halted your wheel of fortune and therefore you had halted your love process as well. Please don't repeat that in the month of January or in the year 2019, because you definitely would not want to be left out in the cold anymore. Okay? Now, please take care of this situation and please take care of your finances. You will have to balance your love, your financial abilities, your emotional virtues, and also your psychological issues, everything in the year 2019, because of Neptune, because of the process of love that is going on for many years, and it's going to be continuing in the year 2019. But please keep these important informations in your heart, in your mind, and use it in the right direction. Okay? All you need to do, guys, is to really work hard. Focus your strength in the right areas for the month of January 2019, and keep working with an open mind, because sometimes you guys need to be flexible too. Virgos are not very flexible. That's another thing about them. So that is the reason, guys, you need to have an open mind, because sometimes a difference that you feel is not creating the right chemistry could also be because of you. So the moment you keep an open mind towards this relationship, towards the person you love, could be your current love, romantic love, spouse, anybody, please keep an open mind to take into consideration that everybody is not the same. So you will have to accept those flaws, plus you will also have to accept your own flaws and balance the situation of love in a more delicate way by working really very hard. That's all for today, guys. Take care. God bless. See you soon again. Bye for now.